Yo, what is up, my dudes? I'm back with another video. This time I'm going to be titling it Yuno and Minene, as I thought of another boss fight, which I will begin by telling you guys about it. There's two phases. Now, this is when, now Kirby, I just got a freaking scam thing on my phone. Sorry about that, guys. But this fight starts off with Kirby entering the blackened arena, or blackened void, where he fought one of the previous bosses that I had thought of. And of course, she actually appears again. Actually, Queen of Chaos of Yandere, Dark and Light Yuno. And right as Kirby's about to fight her, Minene actually comes in, uses one of her detonator attacks, and actually destroys Dark and Light Yuno, basically. Actually merging with him, or her, and actually becoming a light and dark entity herself, basically. They actually merge together and actually create this dark and light version of Minene. I think it's, what was her font? Actually, I forget. I think it's, Queen of Bombs, I think. Queen of Bombs, Light and Dark Minene. And of course this battle begins, basically. The fight actually begins, the boss fight actually starts, and they have some similar attacks. But this time they're a lot harder, basically, as Light and Dark Minene can actually summon not just two black holes and white holes, but three of them. Actually, this creature can actually create three of them, where one of them the black hole sucks Kirby in, just like before, and then the two white holes on screen try to push him off of the stage again. And of course she can still warp around the stage, and she has some more actual bomb attacks, some new moves, which aren't too threatening. But eventually, defeating this form, she transforms into her final form, basically. And this is when they actually split, actually, and get this. This is when Yuno and Minene get all freaking giant, basically. Both of them are giant on screen. And this is when the true final fight begins. I think it's Twins of Chaos. Yuno and Minene. In this fight, I actually made some of the hardest attacks in the Kirby series for this fight. Some of them, basically they, Yuno has a bunch of axe-based attacks, and a giant version of Yuno has a bunch of axe-based attacks similar to her previous form, and then Minene, in her giant form, has a bunch of bomb-based attacks. But this time, they're way harder, as Yuno's axe is actually ginormous, and she actually slashes the ground and creates a shockwave similar to Gen Well Meteon Alphalus in the DLC, basically. But some of the attacks are unavoidable, as one of them is actually a giant actual bombs, basically, and this attack, you'd think it would be easy, right? But is the bombs actually explode, these different dark wave, circle wave things actually come out of them and actually twirl around the stage. And mind you, she can spam 3 of them at once, to where there's just a 3 huge row of these things that can actually go up and down and to actually deal damage to Kirby. But this is the thing. That attack, specifically, when it actually goes up to try to deal damage, it's actually unavoidable, because because if you just try to hover, again, the attack goes up to where Kirby's gonna get hit. And if you think, oh, roll dodge will actually work, no, it actually is useless against this specific attack. Is again, I actually made it to where the roll dodge time, to where it slows down time, is useless, basically. This attack is one of the hardest attacks that I actually thought of, because the roll dodge is actually flat out useless, basically. And you might be like, well, how? Well, this is how, basically. Since you can't really hover when you do the roll dodge, you're stuck on the ground with those twirly attacks before they actually go up and actually end the attack. But you actually get hit before they actually go up after you roll dodge. The roll dodge, you can't hover to get away from them. And roll dodging doesn't work because they actually stay on the ground during the whole roll dodge animation, so it doesn't matter. You can't really do anything. It's actually unavoidable, to where if you did not have max health, you're basically dead at that point. Unless you had like the freaking Gigant sword or something, but I mean, I'm sure I would have probably made that useless. If I would have thought to actually use that during the fight, I probably would have made that useless, like another like some people mods of Kirby in the Forgotten Land have, because I mean, that would just be a cheap way to actually avoid Yuno and Minene's attack, in at least the unavoidable attacks and such. But and they can even summon these cube type things that actually go around the stage, and actually this one's actually dodgeable, but the bomb cyclone attack is not actually dodgeable. At least when Minene sends out 3 of them. You can't roll dodge it, and you can't jump it, basically. Basically every move is useless against that at that point. And you might be like, okay, okay, I'll just time my roll dodge later to when it actually, the attack goes up. Yeah, I thought of that. You can't do that for that attack, because again, those twirly attacks are spinning the entire effing time that it's on the ground. So, nice try, guys. You can't actually try to time the roll dodge a different time. It's useless. You can't do that either. Which is just an insane idea for an attack, basically, that it's undodgeable, basically. But that's going to be it. Eventually, actually won in everything, like usual. Kirby eventually wins against this freaking deity, type 2 beings, basically, called Yuno and Minene, from Future Diary if you're wondering where they're from. But that's going to be it. I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, peace out, guys.